Hello, this is Brian Charles Ambrose. I'm trying to contact the FBI in Newark, New Jersey, organized crime slash counterterrorism unit. I used to work as an informant with the DEA. Within a matter of a few months, I was being protected by the marshals. The cartel started shooting at me with rifles, almost killing me. Anyhow, we moved on to the FBI Marshal Organized Crime Non Jurisdictional Task Force that dealt with witchcraft and everything around it. You know, I really need your help as I can work with you, and I want to sign up as an informant through the Organized Crime Counterterrorism Unit here in Newark. But I need somebody to set up an appointment for me to meet so we can have an interview. Uh, I'm working on trying to get a friend of mine named Harry here in Perth Amboy who retired as a Perth Amboy police officer back in August of last year. He's going to try and set me up a meet. He ran my Texas driver's license number, and since from 2008 through 2014, it had United States Marshal Undercover attachment encrypted on it, which now is believed to be gone. And I was trained by the U.S. Marshals and the FBI Counterterrorism Organized Crime Unit about everything I know about witchcraft, and I've learned much more about witchcraft and the people that use it, how to identify it, how to hunt it, and I can, my enemies claim I'm one of the best witch hunters alive today, as I was trained by some of the best witch hunters of the Golden Circle U.S. Marshals Counterterrorism Task Force that deals with witchcraft that burn people at the stake. I've probably got the highest bounty and am the most stalked person in the United States that used to work as an informant that was pardoned in December of 2008 as petitioned by the Marshal Service so I could be sworn in as U.S. Marshal Warlock to protect United States Marshal Diane Sawyer. A couple of days later, that was annulled by the Golden Circle Mother Circle, and I was sworn in by a ranking United States Marshal Witch Hunter by the name of Terry Reynolds, star 3275, and there was a 72-hour grace period before I could sign my contract, which I swore if I did not sign when they came to me, I was to be burned at the stake like all our enemies are for refusing to sign and work with the marshals to combat witchcraft terrorism in our country. Uh, I I am constantly almost being run over. I'm constantly dealing with people in Perth Amboy who claim mafia, black organized crime affiliations, all kinds of affiliations. Anybody that's a Sicario slash commonly known in English as a hitman or a contract killer is threatening me. The only reason I'm alive today is because I moved around, didn't have a phone. I tried to stay ahead of the game. I tried going to Dallas FBI where my records were kept in 2012. I never made it. I was arrested by dirty cops who run my Texas driver's license number and ignored it coming back to United States Marshal Undercover and committed me to keep me from getting with the FBI. I've traveled around trying to homeless for a long time. I've traveled all over the country. I've seen how bad it is all over the place. All I can say is corruption and terrorism down south by the border in all states that, that are next to the border are very corrupt and there is a lot of violence. I met with a Texas state trooper in Austin, Texas, back in the fall of 2011, and he told me that they have requested military backup down there by the border many times, and the military refuses. That's how bad it's getting. And I'm shocked and appalled to think that the military will not back up these Texas State Police and protect them from cartel Al Qaeda people down there running around killing people with machine guns, running all kinds of people off the road, and this, that, and the other, and you name it. It's going on down there. It's very dirty. There's shitloads of dirty cops down there. Uh, I can I don't ask for anything as working for an informant, signing up for an informant again, as I wish to work organized crime, counterterrorism, as they will continue to stalk me and find me no matter where I go and continue to try and kill me. And by any all means necessary, may they pay the price or go to prison. And there's a couple other options. I guarantee you, there's only one reason I know for a fact the United States Marshal Service has witch hunters by the name go by the Golden Circle who burn cannibal witchcraft, organized crime people that use cannibal witchcraft at the stake. Check it out. FBI, it would probably take your highest level of authority people to get the truth if you're not aware of this unit that burns people at the stake that uses witch hunters. I know for a fact Interpol uses witch hunters, and they have some of the best witch hunters I've ever seen. But I was set up and placed in the mental health system in Nebraska in 2009 after a prosecutor by the name of Elizabeth Waterman in in Dawson County, Nebraska, lied and said I threatened a police officer. They knew my license, came back United States Marshal undercover, and they didn't really have, just because they killed my witch hunter and I never signed my contract and got my star, didn't mean that they had the authority to arrest me and lock me up and keep me away. And all my other communications have been cut off. My phone is constantly being monitored as I'm being monitored through witchcraft. And Al Qaeda cartel claims they have people in the phone company who redirect my calls. That's why FBI. I've gone to the FBI in Newark twice, and both times they've gave me a phone number to call. And you've never heard from me. You've never got the 4 certified letters I've sent. You've never heard from me through email, as my computer is being monitored and hacked as well. None of my emails get through. None of my phone calls get through. I mean, I live a life nobody should have to live, as I make it by being so observant and always surveilling and watching my surroundings for any possible threat. And I always know hate in somebody's eyes when I see it. There's thousands and thousands of people in Perth Amboy rotating on me using witchcraft that are working with Cartel Al Qaeda's alliance, and they're stalking me everywhere I go. They're getting there before me. They're coming behind me. This, that, and the other. They're constantly making threats in Spanish. But yeah, they know I don't work for the police. I made it clear to them I don't work for the police. I used to work. I told them straight up to one of their people to their face. I busted 3 crack dealers in South Texas before I went to the FBI Marshals Organized Crime Non-Jurisdictional Task Force that uses by any and all means necessary deadly force to take out people that are contract killers or any other hired gun looking to kill somebody that works with law enforcement. Uh, I all I ask for is for you to take me in as an informant so I can work with you through some kind of handler and we can work together and you can tie into these people through their phones, this, that, and the other, and monitor these people. And if we can't do anything else but look into their phones and monitor them. If I was to go to New York City, there's people you could watch that are known affiliated people that their phones will start ringing. And at the very least, we can hit these people with conspiracy to commit murder, possibly RICO for their interstate acts of crime. I've got people on me from several states. You know, uh, all I ask, I'm not asking to be a paid informant. All I ask is for an investigation into my past, and hopefully that will lead to me getting my pardon back. As the deal was in 2007, in October, they came to me with an opportunity to earn a pardon so that I could someday become a federal agent. And the deal was 5 years of working with them, taking orders from them, going where they wanted me to go, drawing in people that they were watching, and they turned around and hit a bunch of people with RICO in Denver after they told me to go to Denver. After I worked with Agent John Fairfield in Denver FBI for a while, and he warned me of corruption and dirty agents, and I have a feeling, there was a couple dirty Marshall witch hunters that had a lot to do with paying people off to set me up, as the cartel swore I would never gain a pardon and become a federal agent by getting a bunch of their people in prison and whacked. But here we go today, as it's never going to end. I can point you into the direction of a lot of people that are Al Qaeda and cartel and other organized crime organization affiliations that are in the business of dealing drugs and killing people. And that's what they do. So I hope you get this. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you soon. And even though all my records were changed and there's no record of me working with the feds, take a look at my situation. Have you ever seen anybody with so much heat in your life, targeted by every known terrorist organization, organized crime organization there ever was, except for the Italian mob? When I was down in South Texas, even believe this, believe it or not, even the Memphis Mafia come to Aransas Pass, Texas, trying to kill me. I'm telling you, everybody and anybody that was in the business of contract killing come looking for me at some point or the other, and they always will, and they will never leave me alone. Please, please give me the opportunity to work with you so we can look into some of these people. And at the very least, if we can't kill them by any means necessary, we can put them in prison for 25 to life, huh? Amen. God bless America. May the Lord keep you safe and protect you from all evil, as everything is getting so bad. There's so many people being targeted and killed. Uh, you know, I wish you the best for you and your family. Watch your back, brothers and sisters, and be careful, because there is an awful lot of them. And this new Al Qaeda cartel alliance that picks up anybody that's a contract killer, anybody that carries a gun, that's a gangbanger, that wants and is capable of killing people, is working with them, getting paid. And have a nice day. Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon.